Hey guys, how's it going? Time once again for another long overdue update. For those of you who are fairly new to the channel, I try to make these videos every couple months to kind of give everybody a heads up on what's been happening with the channel, what's been going on with my life, as well as some unique things that have been happening lately to kind of help improve the channel, as well as really benefit as far as getting some more vehicles, test drives, and things like that. I have a ton of stuff to talk about in this video, so I'm going to try to keep it less than my last one, which was like 28 minutes or so. So we'll see how far I go with that. Probably the biggest update that's happened lately, and I've kind of hinted around to it a bit on the channel, or not the channel, the Saabkyle04 Facebook page, is that a couple weeks or so ago when I was at Foreign Cars Italia in Charlotte filming some vehicles, I was called by this company called STI Automotive, or STI Fleet Services. Basically, it's a nationwide company. I was contacted by the Washington, D.C. office about, they're a PR, like public relations company that deal a lot with the manufacturers, with press release, release events, publications, things like that. But one of the big things that they do also is give cars out to people like Car and Driver, Motor Trend, Motor Week, things like that. So they have these new cars from the manufacturers that are sent out specifically for reviewing, blogging, and things like that. So basically they've been following my videos for a while and wanted to offer me my own rotation personally as like an independent automotive journalist. So as soon as he said that, I was like, whoa, I mean, that's huge news. That's like a dream come true, something I've always wanted to do. For those of you who subscribed for probably the past, I don't know, 8 months or so, early part of this year I started doing something kind of like that with this magazine that was starting up in Charlotte. But without a long story short, basically they were getting cars from the manufacturers and I was getting them for like a day or two or something like that, and I could just make my video on it. I probably did 4 or 5 of them before I quit doing it. But now, basically, I'll set up these rotation blocks, so every week they'll deliver a brand new car, fully clean, gassed up, ready to go to my address, and I'll drive it for a week. I'll make my review on it. Each and every single one of them will feature a detailed test drive like the other ones did. So drive it for a week, they'll come pick it up, bring the next one, and depending on how many cycles we set up at the particular time, we'll just keep on cycling them out. Right now, the other day, I got my first delivery on Wednesday of the new 2012 Kia Sorento SX all-wheel drive, and I'll feature that in just a second, just a little as far as the update on the cars go. But yeah, fully loaded. I mean, every single option. It's a really sweet SUV or CUV. But yeah, so and next week they'll be sending the all new 2012 Mazda 5 Grand Touring, and then we'll set up some more stuff after that. I'm actually going on a weeks-long vacation on the 26th down to Orlando, Florida, which I'm super excited about that because I'm originally from Florida. I had saw somebody make a comment in one of my videos, why don't I have a North Carolina accent? And see, my dad's originally from New York, and then everybody moved down to Florida, and then we moved all back up here in 1997. So I've kind of got like a little mix between the two, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so that's huge news, and I'll keep you all up to date on how that goes. Keep fingers crossed. It sounds like it could be really something big in the future, so we'll see. As far as an update on the cars, I took my my 65 Ford Fairlane 500 back home before Thanksgiving break the other week to go ahead and store it for winter. And just as I parked it and got to turn it off one night, before I was getting ready to head back to school, the ignition cylinder went bad. There's always something to fix on those old cars. But I've already gotten that fixed, or in the process of getting it fixed, and I've almost finished restoring it. So as soon as I can, I plan on trying to have my full in-depth review, or another review now that I'm finished restoring it, as well as full test drive and everything like that whenever I get back from vacation around probably New Year's or so. This is the first vehicle from STI. Like I said, it's the 2012 Kia Sorento SX all-wheel drive. Fully loaded. Really sweet vehicle. Just give you a quick look real quick. Power folding mirrors, wood trim, leather seating, nav, backup camera, panoramic roof. Very sweet.
Sunday night, 10 p.m.
The mirrors also fold in too, which is cool. Now, as far as my primary daily driver, it's my 1995 Buick Roadmaster. I bought it over the summer. Had 46,000 miles on it. I think it just turned over 58,000 miles about a week or so ago. I absolutely love this car. It's always been a dream of mine to have one of these big old classic American sedans. Had to represent a little bit. White walls, put new tires on it, courtesy lamps. I have a full 27-minute in-depth review and test drive on this vehicle already on the channel. My girlfriend Crystal got that made for me. I just waxed it up and detailed it the other week. Got just a little bit of clutter in it. I decided to sell the Genesis. First of all, I was getting tired of driving it every day. I'm just not a sports car person at heart as far as a daily driver goes. This is super comfortable for traveling between all my pharmacy rotations and stuff. Plus, I'm able to save a boatload of money and save every penny I can get to make those student loans easier to pay off when I get out of school. Maybe afford a house or something not too far afterwards. Never know. Plus, the gas mileage really isn't that bad in this. It's no different from the Genesis, from the factory specs. It's around 17 city, 26, 27 highway. And it's got a 23-gallon tank, so I get to go farther between the gas stations than the Genesis did, so it's not bad. Got a little custom auxiliary port. Yeah, 58,100 miles. It's got the 350 cubic inch LT1 5.7 liter V8. 260 horsepower, about 335 foot-pounds of torque. Factory dual exhaust. It's got a lot of torque. It'll get up and go down the highway. I'll never get rid of this car. Absolutely love it. Plus, I was able to pay it off outright, so I got myself out of car debt. Everybody likes no debt. Also, I've made another change of camera, amazingly. This year, I've probably gone through 5 or 6, maybe 7 cameras. It's crazy, because they've all broken in some way. Like, a couple of them got dented, a couple of them the shutter stopped working, things like that. Earlier this year, everybody probably remembers me, longtime subscribers remember me getting my first 1080p camera. It was a little red Canon 300 HS ELP, I think it was. So I used that a couple times, and it had problems with it lagging and things like that as far as like being quick responding to record. So I upgraded to the Canon SX230HS, which is a really good camera. I like it. It's also 1080p. It had, I think, 12 times zoom on it. No, 14. Something like that. It had a lot more zoom, so I was like, well, this would be really nice for exterior clips and like zooming in on stuff if I see anything going down the road, things like that. So I used it for a while, but I thought it was really cheaply built. Like, it wasn't like the little ones. It wasn't like a little brick, so to speak. It just didn't feel right. The sound kind of messed up on it sometimes, and I went through like 2 of them or something like that. So I was like, you know what, just forget it. I'm just gonna go all out, just buy like a really nice fancy camera. I mean, nothing crazy or anything like that, because I needed something that was really easy to use with my filming style. So I ended up buying this. This is all new that just came out. This is the Canon SX40HS. This is basically the closest. I think I'm not a camera buff, but like the step down below like the SLR cameras or something like that. But basically, it's got 35 times optical zoom, so super awesome for exterior test drive clips, things like that. Flip up flash for pictures, as well as a fold out screen, so I can actually get up under cars and still be able to see what I'm working with here and not have to crouch down so low. Then you can flip it like a regular screen. This is also full 1080p, and it's worked fantastic. It's very, very responsive, and I've had some people ask me why didn't I just go with a camcorder, and I originally was like, the Canon Vixia is a little too expensive for what I do. I've checked out some other ones that were like $450, $500 so, but the problem with camcorders is I demonstrate a lot of things with my right hand, so a camcorder strap is usually on the right hand side, so that I'll have to try to hold the camcorder with this hand when usually most of them have the flip out screen here and can't flip back here, so I basically have to try to hold it like some kind of weird thing here and try to demonstrate, or learn how to do everything with my left hand. I just can't do that. So this one I really liked because even though it's a lot bigger, it's a little bit heavier than the other one, it's super easy to hold because I can grasp it up here and around the back. So I can actually hold it, and the mic is here, so I can't mess it up anyway. So this one is super easy to hold and use and get around the car and be really still with. My filming is a lot more steady now, steadier than it was before. Just being able to use this, so I'm pretty happy with it. And that leads me into my other huge news for people who have been bugging me with it for like months now. My channel is gonna turn into, or is turning into, full 1080p all the time. All the time. I've upgraded my internet service. It's about 5 times faster than what I had before. So what used to take 7.5 hours or something stupid to upload an HD video, which that's why I never did it before, because I'm a full-time graduate student in pharmacy school. I have responsibilities. I film all the time. So taking 7 hours a day to upload a video and try to keep up with it, and with internet crashing, maybe having to redo it, it's just dumb. I mean, it didn't make any sense unless it's something special, like a really expensive car or something. So now I got faster internet here, we got faster internet at home, so I have no excuse. So now it takes probably an hour and a half to 2 hours to upload a 1080p video. I think it'll be a lot better in the long run. I think I saw one comment one time that kind of made me think, like, you know, I need to stop videoing everything all the time. Like, I get really stressed out and bogged down sometimes because I really enjoy going filming, and I can't always do that with school. So I see like 10 cars that I want to video that I think would be cool, I mean, or interesting to film, but not necessarily would be popular or anything like that, or compared to a video who gets like 20,000 in 2 days to a video that gets like 6,000, and people are just like, meh, it's a little boring. So I'm going to be focusing more on quality versus quantity. I might not upload every single day, but I might upload maybe 2 or 3 videos less a week. But that all depends on school and everything like that. I mean, if I gotta study one night and I can't upload, then I can't upload. I mean, um, but don't worry about that right now. I'm just, as I get used to the transition and everything like that, then we'll kind of go um, see how that goes. But I've already started uploading in 1080p. I uploaded the first one yesterday. Or 2 days. I've uploaded 2, and the rest of them will follow. Will be 1080p, unless it's something like really that doesn't need to be. I don't know. You'll see what I mean later. I also bought a extra camera specifically for test drive videos, since I'm going to be trying to do more of them as I can. Don't ask me to do them because it's not going to do you any good. It's going to be wasting your time, because if I can do it, I will do it. If I can't, I can't. That's just one of those things. It's like requests. If I can do it, I do it. If I can't, I can't. So anyway, this is it. It's a little bit different version than the red one. It's a 100 HS instead of a 300. It has 1 time less optical zoom, but it's got a bigger screen on the back. Very lightweight, perfect for test drives. And I bought a new tripod. It's one of those wraparound gel things that you can wrap around the bars of a headrest or something like that and affix it. So no more ghetto tripod rigging or anything like that. And I have a test drive of that orange Hendrick Performance Chevrolet Camaro SS, the 2010 that I videoed at Hendrick Chevy a long time ago. And it'll be the first time I'll be using this new camera system, and it turned out perfect. I can't wait to upload it. It sounds awesome. Also, everything's been going well on my end. I actually finished up my first semester of my 3rd year of pharmacy school, so I have 1 more semester to go after this one, and then come May, we jump right into rotation. So basically, we're going to be working in 5-week blocks or so for 9 different rotations throughout the entire year, and then I'll graduate in the end of spring in 2013 with my doctorate of pharmacy degree. Ugh, it's kind of crazy. This is a stupidly busy. I mean, this semester wasn't as bad as last year, but I feel like I'm getting like some kind of senioritis or something. It's killing me. But yeah, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm doing my first block. One of my elective blocks is starting next May. I elect to do a rotation over in England. So we got to go in pairs. So I'm going to go with Crystal, and it's we're going to be working King's College Hospital, I think it is, in London. So we'll be there for 5 weeks. So maybe I can get some European videos and stuff like that. So that'd be pretty cool. Kind of a lifetime experience, different take on something. Yeah, so sweet. My girlfriend Crystal, she also got a new car. She's gonna keep the Mustang. That was her first car, so and she's always gonna want to keep it, maybe fix it up someday or something like that. She got another car for traveling, for rotations also, and things like that. Something to be a little bit better on gas and things like that. It'd be just an overall better car for traveling and stuff. She for the meantime, she got a 2002 Volkswagen Beetle Snap Orange Limited Edition. It's really cool. For those of you who don't know what that is, I'll have a video on it eventually after I'm finished detailing it and things like that. It's just been too crazy lately. I haven't been able to dedicate any time aside from what I've already been doing. But they only made 2,000 of them. Hers is the automatic. They only made 1,500 automatics or 500 manuals. But it's an orange exterior with a 2-tone black and orange leather interior. It's turbocharged, so it's really, I mean, it's pretty peppy what it is. It's not the Turbo S, but it's pretty nice. I like it. So she'll drive that for a couple of years or so, probably after graduation. So, trying to think. Everything's been going good with us. We actually just celebrated our 1 year anniversary in October. So, went up to Grandfather Mountain, just kind of got away from school, just kind of chilled out for a little bit, walked the Mile High Bridge and all that sweet stuff. Can't think of anything else. I think that's pretty much all of the updates that I had to bring. So this video might be a little bit shorter. It's just, if you have any more questions, you can post them in the comments, but just to make sure, like if it's an important question or something, please go to the Saabkyle04 Facebook page. I check it all the time. More than I check YouTube messages, more than I check YouTube comments, all that stuff, because that's what I operate out of. It's just easier because everybody has a Facebook pretty much, and you can see my pictures and all that kind of stuff and talk to other fans. So, yeah. Definitely go check it out if you want to stay in touch with what I have going on with the channel in the future. And one more thing I just want to emphasize also. Nothing, no matter what I'm doing, anything like that, with STI, whatever, nothing is ever going to change the way I do my channel, ever. I've built up this fan base with what I've already created. I mean, I created this style and everything like that, and I'm very, very proud of it. And I'm not gonna change it for anything. The people who constantly ask me for test drives, who constantly request things, I get thousands of requests a day, and people still, they're like, "Well, I've been requesting this for so long, and you still haven't done it. I can't believe you." Like, yada yada. I'm like, really? Whatever. I mean, if you don't realize that I'm doing the best that I can with what I got, then just don't even bother. Because, and especially who type in all caps, things like that, trying to get my attention, just please don't bother. I promise you I'm gonna see it. Just don't take offense if I don't do it, because a lot of times, I mean, honestly, I have to do stuff that makes me happy and what I think is cool and what I think everybody else would like. If I get the opportunity to do something expensive or fancy or something like that, you better believe I'm going to take that chance, because how many people get the opportunity to video something like a 2006 Bentley Continental Flying Spur? I mean, honestly, those cars don't just pop up out of the ground like daisies or something like that. So, of course I'm going to video things like that. Anything rare, unique, old, expensive, I mean, even if it's new, it doesn't matter. If it's unique, I'm going to do it. So, with that in mind, hope that it kind of explains a little bit about how I'm working things, so to speak, so people don't keep asking and wondering and things like that. That's why with the new YouTube layout, I couldn't have the About Me on the channel anymore. It was too big. It had to be like 200 characters instead of like 3 paragraphs or something. So I retooled all of the descriptions for the new videos that are starting to come out that are 1080p and everything like that. I'm probably going to try to do it for 100 back whenever I get a free chance. That way, you get a detailed description about what the video is, and then right below it, you're going to have a detailed description about what the channel is all about and how I run things and what to expect from it in every single video. So probably 90% of the people don't even read the About Me on the channel, but most of them probably read the description if it's different than what I used to do, which is just boring and blah and yada yada. I'm starting to take a lot more pride in it and making everything perfect. Not perfect, but as much as I can do as a single person with the help of my girlfriend and maybe my sister or something like that. But anyway, if you got any more questions, please hit me up on Facebook. The link is at the bottom of the video and then on the page, the channel. So thanks for watching me ramble. There's always a lot more where that came from. I'm always finding new content to feature, so hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, regardless of what you're celebrating. It's always a happy time. Christmas time is my favorite time of the year. My whole apartment's decorated. Got some balls right here that I've been putting on my tree. Anyway, take care, guys.